Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Takumi, what the hell, man? Why did you? Eito. He. Uh-oh. Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the body in the gym. And then Suresh showed up. Right. I explained what happened to everyone. I told him that you came back from the future. I told him Eito was abnormal and that he tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seem reluctant to believe me. Obviously. You tell us he came back from the future. And you think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh, well, if you say so. Yeah, none of us are that stupid. If a useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak up, are we sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion? At the very least, there's no way he can prove he's not. That would mean Mr. Samino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone. That would make him the abnormal one around here. Uh-oh. Tako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. I'm not sure if I'd made the right choice last night. I still don't have confidence in my decision, even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened. There's no way it was a delusion. I need him to understand that, if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but I look right in everyone's eyes as I begin to recount what I knew about the previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames and his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of Second to Last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there under the command of Nico. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi, the secret she shared that first time between her and me. Okay, I'm still keeping this promise. It was night by the time I was done talking. Man, that's talk about a long story. But still, the doubt in their faces never left. I knew why, too. It was because I killed Eito. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse. Like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale. I see. I think I understand. Doesn't look that way to me. I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Right. It's late now. But what do we do with Eito's body? It's still lying there in the gym. Darn that shit. Should we bury him? Wait, it would be so pitiful to hear him when he looks like a burnt pretzel stick. I wish we could do something about that. Like what? Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps? Is that even possible? Obviously I can't do it, but maybe Saray. Oh, well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written at the very end of the super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it? Just a guess. A guess? But why would we do that? I told you, it's such a pity. We don't know if he was really a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that because I feel like when I look at the person, I just feel this overwhelming feeling of just disappointment. Like you could have had a better life, you could have done more, you could have done good, and you chose not to. But in like if you're not in your, normal looking form, I guess that makes sense. That you don't really have that feeling. You're more kind of enamored with how they died and how they look. Those other things don't come so quickly. Isn't it only normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be? No one objected to her suggestion, so Ray reluctantly agreed. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our third day here. And so, we transported Eito's body to a classroom on the second floor. Tomato Head. So, so cold. What is this room? The morgue. Ah. So this group is Last Defense Academy. The other half of the team was at second to Last Defense Academy. So they ended up finding their way over to us. That's a long story in and of itself. The easy way to sum it up is, speaking of Eito, they went on they were looking for something. I want to say they were looking for supplies, and Eito hit him over the head and basically kind of left him out there to die. But someone from Second to Last Defense Academy found him, and they brought him back there. And then he brought them all to Last Defense Academy because in a battle, the Supreme Commander, the commanding officer there, Nico, ended up blowing up the whole academy as a safety precaution. And then they all migrated over to Last Defense Academy. That's the quick version.
Oh.
It's a morgue. A morgue? What? I don't remember that from the last time. You never used it. Well, in a way, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's where we store bodies whose causes of death are unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle, a bioweapon, or nanomachines, or something like that. Nanomachines, Metal Gear. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. The temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everybody hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breath steamed in the air. Yeah, we never this room.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get started on restoring the body. Would you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. All right, one last thing. We were about to leave when Saray stopped us. I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Samino as the Special Defense Unit's team leader. Huh? You saved me, Samino, and you know the future. Plus, you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. Wow. What kind of reason is that? I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobey and you will be court-martialed. You're to do as Samino says starting tomorrow. Got it? We returned to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy having seen Eito's body up close. They all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. Felt further away than the last time I saw it. Just then, I heard a pop inside of my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. Someone hit him?
troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 4th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there instead. Somebody else had got there before me. Or Yuriko. Good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could maybe go for a frog, though.
Oh.
A frog?
Huh?
Forget that. What are you doing here? After a moment of silence, Hiroko answered. Probably for the same reason you are here. I wanted to see the results of the restoration. So Ray's not here. So does that mean he's done? Only one way to find out. Hiroko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheet covering Eito's body.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
Felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done to us last time. But I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Yuriko covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are. We found something messed up. Come look. Messed up. Just hurry, you'll see for yourself. Yuriko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival. What is this? Leave the school now or I'll kill you all? What? Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard. I looked at the message. Leave the school now or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I saw this. Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it. We all came running to see for ourselves. But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Where is the Ray? Prank. I said what I said. Who would take this shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it. I believe it though. It's way more interesting that way. I smell a killing game in the air. Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them. What if it was Eito? Huh? Maybe the restoration brought him back like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. And besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing. So that means the person behind this threat is in the room with us now. Everybody glanced around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's one other person it could be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at. That's right. Correct. I definitely wouldn't put it past him. But Why would he write a threatening message like this?
Ah!
We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him. And so began the hunt for Saray. We found him only seconds later. It turned out he was very close to the classroom. Well, that was anticlimactic.
No!
He died anyway! What the hell?
Siri?
What the hell? You're kidding! Why? How could this happen to him?
Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before, the last time I went through this, but the last time he was outside in the room. Back then, Eito had been responsible for it, but Eito didn't exist in this world any longer. I'd killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eito in the first place was to prevent this. So, how? Why? It could be. We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expressions grayed. Finally, Yaku broke the silence. Takamaru, do you still think this is all a prank? But if this isn't a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us a chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message? Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that Saray was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise. That means it happened before Gaku found the message. So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened? How utterly unreasonable. In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime. Jeremy had a point. It was possible the culprit did this to Saray to show they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine so long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. But there was no guarantee that the person who wrote the message was the same person who destroyed Saray. That's also true. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Saray still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school? Or do we ignore it and stay? It's up to me to decide. Alright, this is a little bit tougher of a decision. I know I'll go down the other path at some point, but I feel like because you can leave and go to second defense academy, because there's somewhere else for us to go. But then let's be honest. If it's not a prank, wouldn't that person potentially be sabotaging us over there too? I mean, if one of them is the killer of Saray and, wrote that on the board, and it's serious, that person would be going with us over there. So I'd say no. It'd be awkward, but
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
why? The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected. Hey, didn't you come back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right? So, when's the next attack? The next one is 3 days from now on day 7. Then what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right? We'd be technically complying with what the message says, and the culprit wouldn't see the need to follow, or see a need to follow through with their threat. The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time. Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say? I nodded. There is another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? That too. We're talking about someone who did something that vicious to Saray before we even saw the message. There's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word. Ergo, this has to be a trap. Got no clue who they could be. Only thing we can figure is that they're an invader trying to nab the baby in a defense room while we're gone. That too. Yeah. You just said you thought it was a prank. Shut up. Things are different now that Saray's been wrecked. I personally think we should just ignore that message. That'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Well, that's the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch. My sad excuse of an existence will surely be the first to be eliminated. I'm all for the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worth than an atomized speck of fractional dust like me. So if we take a head count, there are 6 of us who want to stay. Takumi, Takamura, Urumi, Shoma, and the Takuma twins. If we're going by majority vote, those who want to remain have already won, right? Seriously? Are you all out of your mind? Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself. Outside the wall of fire? I dare say that's what the culprit's really aiming for. Once they've managed to isolate someone, the real fun begins. Gaku started shaking like a leaf. Alright, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you. In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. Nobody knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided everyone would move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
There's another option too, Blue. I don't like it, but there's another option. Something in his head popped and he lost consciousness. To us. The possibility. Just saying.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Danganronpa has me skeptical. Like in V3, we committed a murder and had no idea until you go through the trial. Like, no. I know they're not doing this. So, I'm skeptical. Yeah.
Well then, good night.
I guess the announcements must be pre-recorded, huh? Yes, Saray told me about them earlier. Nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not? Right now, no. The situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you just willingly trigger your own death flag? I ain't got time for this. We ain't in some freaking game or movie. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed Saray is still around. Yes, hiding somewhere in the school. Or in plain sight. Or
Huh.
It's also possibly they're hiding somewhere among us. Everybody abruptly stopped what they were doing after Hiriko's statement. We all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously.
Huh.
I see how it is. Safer for all of us to just sleep in our own rooms then? Or at least that room's locked. We don't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep.
uh,
Hiriko was only mentioning that as a possibility.
hmm.
I refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us.
Huh?
Let's not start suspecting each other. Be playing directly into the culprit's hand. Told you they were just bluffing with that message. Whoever's behind it probably gets a kick out of seeing us running around like headless chickens, that's all. Tell that to Soray's mangled remains. Ray was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person. Right, Takumi? Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human? I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, I'm heading back to my room. Let's see what tomorrow morning brings. Takamura and Darumi left after that, followed by Ima and Kako. As long as we're together, no one can hurt us. I mean, no torture together. They held hands and left the cafeteria together. Yeah, right, Saray. Screwed. Good night, everyone. Sorry, my body's so poorly formed it can't fall asleep without a bed. Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me they probably had their suspicions. Hiraku, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria. This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together? Everyone's already gone, though, except the three of us. If the two of you are working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight. Hmm? Are you inviting us to? Dude, really? Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter. God damn it, Gaku. Right. On the other hand, I'd be the one in the hot soup if you two are the ones behind this. Or not, but I have no way of proving that.
Huh?
I guess going back to our rooms to rest really is the only thing we can do now. Indeed. Casting aspirations at each other here won't help us sleep any better. Fine. I'll go too, but only because there's no other choice. And so, we all went back to our rooms to turn in for the night. I tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me.
Huh?
Who wrote that message and destroyed Saray? Is the culprit really one of us? No, there's no way. That means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school. Which leaves two options if it's someone hiding. It either would be Mr. Undying Flames Boy, or somehow, in this timeline, someone from second to last Defense Academy came over. How would that happen? I don't know. They couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Saray and writing that message, but the fire extinguishers were there. Hang on. Are we sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Saray are one and the same? We just automatically assume so, but there's no indication that they are. If it wasn't the same person, then we're actually up against two different people. How did things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner. Soon it would be day 5. Foolholes Day. It's 12:55 a.m. It hasn't even been an hour since the new day began. A visitor? At this time? Thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved until I realized this would give me a great chance to capture them. Could very well be someone asking for help, too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. do this. Gathering my wits, I opened my room door cautiously. Subdued it. I looked around before stepping out. There was nobody to be seen anywhere.
Huh?
Was it a prank or a hallucination? Just as I turned around to go back into the room, a sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. What the hell is going on?
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 5th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Then he's back in his room. When I next came to, I realized I was on my bed, even though I had lost consciousness outside my room last night. Was that a dream? Was I just half asleep? I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night and someone jumped on me from above. They'd probably been hiding on the rooftop. Date. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who and why? Was it the person who wrote that message and destroyed Saray? In that case, why am I still alive? And they even went out of their way to move me back to my bed. Just then, the door slammed violently open as Tsubasa ran inside. Takumi, it's Gaku. Gaku's... What happened? Just go to the classroom on the first floor, quickly. The same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know. I ran downstairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting to the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside and what greeted me was... We're in Danganronpa timeline! Let's go!
What is this?
Yes! We have a killing game, ladies and gentlemen. I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me. Why am I so excited?
No.
Why am I so excited about this?
What the hell? Mr. Mariko!
Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all!
Did he get stabbed repeatedly?
Open your eyes, man! Wake up! I said wake up, Gaku!
Tsurumi kept shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't even respond. So she started shaking him harder. Yuku slowly put her arms around Tsurumi and gently pulled her away.
Hey, why don't we just use the Revivomatic?
Yeah?
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revivomatic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual.
Uh-oh.
Can you define just? It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
3 hours?
How do you know it's 3 hours?
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed.
Oh yeah, she was studying to be a detective.
And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revivomatic works. You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
But we couldn't just give up without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary and put him in a corpse recovery drone and placed him in the Revivomatic. However, Unfortunately, Kako was right. Yeah, nice, dude. Glad that you found someone that could play along with you. At some point, I do hope that they, in the in this, well, not that, but this, well, maybe the GBA one and Game Boy, that they eventually release that for my nephew to play because he's never played those before. So it'd be nice for him. There's an update. I need to update it, but not right now. Fortunately, Kako was right. The Revivomatics analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of death? Hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death? Day 5 between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. Remember, he got hit on the head at about 12:55. Multiple stab wounds on chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about a foot long. Too much time had passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. But doesn't something seem off to you guys? Why didn't that corpse recovery drone do its job earlier? You're right. If the drone had flown over to collect Gaku's body the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back to the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock. The drone itself is working correctly, but someone has overridden the program that controls it. The code is too difficult to hack even for me. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. The new settings say that the drone doesn't activate if an SDU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious. Who would do such a thing? Do you even need to ask? It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku. Silence filled the air, and nobody spoke for a while. Then Takamaru mumbled something. Shit. This is all my fault. I kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I'd believed him. I don't know about that. The same thing may have happened if we had all slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things would have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later. Yeah, we all would have got, or a group of people would have got chopped up. A few hours later, we managed to regain our composure somewhat and started cleaning up the classroom. It just didn't seem right to leave all that blood on the floor. We also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to the murderer while we cleaned. Makes sense and also familiar. Ultimately, we came to the realization that the killer had left nothing behind. No footprints, no bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair. Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. The message that was the cause of everything. The mere sight of it nauseated me. We angrily and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared. Tsubasa and Choma crying as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun had already set and we were surrounded by darkness. Then we started on our next task, transporting Gaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue. Hey, why are we moving his body here? Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues. That reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline, and that Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. I said that? Yes. Now do you believe I've traveled back in time?
Oh!
Uh, I'm not sure. That's not particularly convincing evidence.
Hmm.
Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kako? Yes.
Huh.
Then share your observations with us, great detective.
Huh.
Who is the most likely suspect in your eyes? Wait, we need to figure things like this out step by step. She tapped a finger on her temple.
Oh.
First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Yes, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. I was trying to see if we'd missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. Then I found Gaku on the floor like that. The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, they could have simply aimed directly for the heart. This number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge. Feels more like anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? And they got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. Or the fella's just trying to make an example out of someone, thinking they can strike fear in our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible. I think their objective was even simpler than that.
Huh?
Pray tell. To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible so that we couldn't revive Gaku even if we found his body right away. That would mean the killer is very familiar with the Special Defense Unit's members and how our bodies work. In short, there's a very high probability that the killer is one of us. Everyone fell silent at that, but nobody seemed as shaken as they were yesterday, as if they had already come to this conclusion deep inside. Why, back in the infirmary, I said that things would have been worse if we'd all slept together in the cafeteria, because the killer would have assassinated everyone in their sleep. Yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something. It's unthinkable. It's not possible. One of us here is the killer? The alarm didn't sound. That means nobody has breached the Academy's defenses. And before you bring it up, no, Eito couldn't have done it either. Because she walked to one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, and promptly pulled off the sheet that was covering it.
See? He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Eito to be the killer, unless he somehow turned into a zombie. Oh!
Everyone saw what Gaku's estimated time of death on the Revive-O-Matic was? Yes, I think it was between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. last night. I'm gonna have to ask each and every one of you where you were and what you were doing at that time. That might be a problem for Takumi. Everyone said they had been sleeping in their own rooms other than Emo. Emo was... I was sleeping in my dear sister's room.
Huh?
Which means only my dear sister and I have valid alibis. The testimony of a sibling is unreliable. Yes, I was expecting you to say that.
Huh?
Wait, so none of us have proper alibis? Hang on, nobody's asked Takumi where he's been yet. Alright, what about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer's probably going to be the same. I hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable. But if it ever came to light that I lied this time, I definitely looked suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night at around 1 a.m. Say what? Someone came out of nowhere and knocked you out? And then you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement in your bed? Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out had to be the killer. Why only tell us about this now? I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really? But so much time has already passed since we found Gaku's body. Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me. So you say, but
Uh,
that time traveling thing has got to be just a big fat lie. Yes, you killed Eito for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your action. That would actually explain why Saray was destroyed too. Saray was the only one present when Eito was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth. When Saray tried to blackmail Takumi using that incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? And what about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all.
huh?
Coming apart at the seams. Nobody said anything about you killing Mr. Maruka. You were all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer.
Uh,
I spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others. But there was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Takamura, Darumi, Shoma, and the Takuma twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt.
oh.
Well then, sister dearest, let us fall asleep under the same roof again tonight. Yes, like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this. Takamura, will you please allow this worm to burrow in your room tonight?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Uh,
You're the person I trust the most.
eh,
Or are you afraid that I may actually be the killer? Don't be stupid, you idiot. I'd just kill you right back. That means I'm staying in Mistress Hiriko's room tonight. You can kill me anytime you please, my mistress. I'm sorry, but you're on your own. But why? Oh, by the way, Blue, just for you. I'll wait till you see it. Dude, when I started a game, straight up LOL. We were all dying laughing because it was so surprising to see. You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved by someone else. Someone else? Hiriko's staying with me tonight. No. Your only option left is Takumi. Absolutely not. I'm not going to throw myself into the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know? Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I trudged my way back to my own room as well. I had just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. The door swung open and in walked Hiriko Tsubasa. What's the matter? Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything.
huh?
What? You came all the way just to tell me that? Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other five. Okay, nice to hear. And if what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time on day 7, right? According to what I've lived through, yes. When that happens, I intend to fight, but it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you. So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight, even Takamura and Darumi, who fought on day 1? Tsubasa's trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand. I can't just sit back and let you and Hiriko fight the invaders by yourselves. Besides, it's game over for us anyway if we lose. A combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough, which is why I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements. From where? You once mentioned a second to last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special defense units members, right? Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here. It was inevitable that we would one day have to go to second to last defense academy anyway. That academy was attacked on day 10 and Moku was killed. I've been pushing it to the back of my mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to be thinking about going there at all. It did make sense to go over as soon as possible, so I agreed to Hirako and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me? Of course. Then we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6? The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it? Yeah. We should start early then. We also have to ensure we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7. That's a good point. That's settled then. We'll be taking our leave now. We'll go tell the others about this. They nodded and left the room. There was just one thing bothering me. Was it really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose? I said I really did want to reach the second campus before Moku got killed on day 10. Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to go anyway, and leaving just 2 or 3 to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better. In fact, it would be worse because that just makes them easier targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was go there with Hirako and Tsubasa. I hope we can meet the team from the second academy tomorrow. The possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tight knot in my stomach. After all, my friend had just been violently murdered today. Couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind. At 6 a.m., I went straight to the entrance hall, where Hirako and Tsubasa were already waiting for me. You know what that means. Time to pause. It's also time to look at this. So this is day 1. No, this is killing him. Decided to leave the school. We did. A couple of deaths there. So we got some permadeath. And then this is all the way back to the other. So you can see here we had X amount. This is when we went to explore. And this is when I ended up going to second to last defense academy, because then you see the others brought over. Then you add Moko, who stumbled upon campus. And then we found out Moko was really dead. And it was the commander copying her. Then you see at the top here, day 86, we confirmed that Hirako was dead. And then day 95, Ima and Nozomi dead. Eito dead after. Interesting. You're 10 seconds late. Wow. He clearly hasn't changed much at all. 10 seconds. A split second of distraction can prove fatal in battle. You will do well to remember that. Yes, ma'am. I mindlessly responded to Hirako while looking around. I didn't see anyone else. They're not even going to see us off, huh? I mean, they believe you're a serial killer, you know? Nothing I can do about that.
Huh?
How did you break the news to them?
Oh.
I just told them plainly.
Hmm.
I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. And they didn't criticize you for daring to follow a serial killer there? They sure did, which is why I asked them nicely if they'd rather we left said serial killer behind with them. Suddenly, letting just the three of us go became the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. So, I just want to show something real quick. If we go to chapter select, you'll notice there's 2 people dead. Will any more join the party? Who knows? But this is getting definitely very crazy.
Oh.
Look over there. That looks like a shortcut. Let's go check it out. I haven't got to play with Hiriko, so that's kind of cool. Skip this exploration mission? No. I want resources. So that's cool. So I can skip some stuff. You find an altar with an odd statue. Take the offering. Wow. And the earth suddenly began to quake wildly. Wow. Guess I deserve that. An old recycling machine. Put materials in. Scrap parts. Cool.
I'll take that.
I don't know. If I can just go straight up. A stone's... What is that? Heel still? Has been erected on the roadside. Strange letters are carved into the surface. Offer a prayer. Large red crystal. That's
I'll
EP.
take that.
Power reactor. Wow. Wow. Find an old slot machine. It will give a prize if you line up 3 in a row. Gloves. Nothing happened. Okay.
This looks like something good.
Mini motor. Let's battle.
Ready when you are.
All right. Let's get started.
My turn. Ha! Got it.
Time to move. Ready whenever. Out of my way. Now then, to business. How's this? How unsatisfying. Ready whenever.
I'm taking the wheel. How's this? Ow!
Ooh.
Time to move. Out of my way. Broken so soon.
Let's do this. There. I've got this.
Look at this thing.
My turn. One last strike. Take care of the rest.
That feels good.
I'll take this.
Did he treat that? Oh, right.
Ready whenever. How's this? Now it's time for battle.
Let's go. Yeah! Ready when you are. My turn. Takes more than that.
Ready when you are. Parked and blossoms.
All right. Rude.
I'm taking the wheel. Watch out.
All right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces.
Good to go. That's it.
I mean, I could have skipped the exploration, but I feel like getting supplies isn't the worst thing in the world. Since I'm here, I might as well get the item. No?
Quite a rare find.
Find a magic circle and some ancient ruin. Make an offering. That didn't really help me, but... I've got to try not to die. Find a small pond. Fish it out. BP bronze token.
We did it.
Okay. You find the ruins of an old home appliance store. Turn on a TV.
I'll take that.
Gotta make sure I don't die here. Is that from the game? You know the game I'm referring to.
My turn.
Should have known.
Now then, to business.
You can't keep on like this.
Time to move. Ready whenever. Alright, let's get started. Time for battle. Alright, let's get started. Out of my way! Broken, so time for battle. How's this? How unsatisfying.
I've got this.
I can still move. Let's roll. I won't. Things aren't looking good. Just a quick drop off.
Time to move.
My turn. That's it.
I can barely touch.
Okay, you're gonna do that? All
Well
right.
then, to business. Take this! Broken so soon.
I can still. Hi-ya!
I've got this. Here.
No damage, huh? Interesting.
I'll take that.
I got a couple of items. Nothing major though. Finally arrived.
Oh?
So this is the place. Second to last defense academy. As we got closer, I saw her. Nozomi. My pulse started racing. My breathing got heavier. I felt an uncontrollable burning in my chest. Nozomi was alive. She was alive again and right here in front of me. Without thinking, I almost reached out to touch her, but I fought that impulse and pulled it back. Huh? Who are you guys? Um, er, words simply failed me. While I was still busy being incoherent, Nico and the others showed up as well. Are you perhaps from Last Defense Academy? How did you know that? Their class armor. Is there something you guys needed? Hey, look at it. It's Moko. We get the real Moko this time. Yes, actually. After moving the conversation to the cafeteria and introducing ourselves, we told everyone what had happened at Last Defense Academy. About Eito, the threatening message to raise destruction, all of it. Even about Gaku's murder and me traveling back in time. I also shared everything that had happened in the 100 days I had previously gone through. What greeted me at the end was silence. Nico had stopped moving and had a dazed, distant look in his eyes. Soray's destruction must have been too much for him. None of the others from the Second Academy had anything to say, either. They all stood frozen, mouths agape in astonishment. I see. Thanks for the massive info dump, I guess. I'm still trying to process everything, but I more or less get what you're trying to say. Hey, my phone's at 80%. Let's go. The long and short of the matter is that Last Defense Academy is currently in quite a bit of a pickle. Am I right to say that? Yeah. Then we have to go there right away. Since this place is just a decoy, there's no need for us to protect it anymore. The headset is not charged. If the headset dies, then that's when we have to call it. No choice. How is my controller charged? Oh, there's the question. Yeah. I'm somewhat responsible. The enemy will be attacking that academy tomorrow, right? So we must hasten our steps and get there by today. Thank you.
Oh.
We would greatly appreciate the backup. Nico, is the school bus available? Hey, Nico, can you hear me? Oh, yes, the bus is available. Great, we'll meet in the parking lot after everyone here gets ready. Takumi, Hiroko, and Tsubasa, you guys can go there first. It's at... Don't worry, I know where it is. I'm packed and ready to go. Onwards to Last Defense Academy. We all started walking towards the bus, except for Nico, who hadn't moved from his spot at all. As soon as we noticed, we stopped walking.
Huh?
Something wrong?
Oh.
I cannot go. What? I've been ordered to guard second to Last Defense Academy with my life. Therefore, I am unable to abandon it. Ordered? By who? Your superior officer? The one who got destroyed? No. This order came from the higher-ups on the artificial satellite. No. Can't you defy them somehow? We all tried to talk him out of staying, but he refused to abandon his post. We have no choice but to leave him behind. But it's already night and we're running out of time. We have to go now. I will be just fine, everybody. You see, there is no commanding officer at Last Defense Academy right now. So if I open a dialogue with the higher-ups about this, they may reassign me there. Fine. Hurry up and do that dialogue thing with your superiors and come over as soon as you can, understand? We'll be waiting for you over there. Yeah, he's not making it. Thank you. Be careful. And so, we had to part ways. After exchanging firm handshakes, we boarded the school bus. We decided to let Tsubasa drive as she had the most experience with vehicles, and then...
All right, let's go.
She floored the accelerator and the bus peeled off. We made our way towards our base, Last Defense Academy. A short while after setting off, I started a conversation with the 5 members of the Second Academy.
First of all, I'm grateful that you decided to come with us. Am I also right to assume that you believed what I said?
What you said?
About coming back from the future.
It's too much of a coincidence to be made up.
What is more, you possess knowledge about us that we have revealed to none but ourselves.
We believe you only because it makes sense to, not because we want to. I believe you, Takumi.
Thank you, everyone. You have no idea how glad this makes me. Because nobody in the other academy believes me at all.
Including those 2 over there?
The 5 of them turned to stare at Hiroko and Tsubasa.
You don't believe him? Can you not see the pureness in his eyes? His very soul itself?
They kept looking at Hiroko and Tsubasa in plain and undisguised disgust. The 2 eventually caved under the weight of their collective stares.
Fine. I believe him.
What, you do? I guess I should too then.
Seriously? That's all it took? I held back from speaking my thoughts out loud. Their reasoning didn't matter as long as they believed me. With this, there are now more people who believe me than those who didn't. It made me feel more at ease after going through those terrible things yesterday. Yeah, days 2 through 5 were quite eventful at the first Last Defense. As the bus kept rumbling on, the pleasant swing sensation made me so drowsy I almost fell asleep. Eventually, the sight of the wall of fire slowly came into view through the windshield of the bus. A Hopefully nothing happened while we were gone. Oh, Mistress Hiriko. I'm so glad you're safe and sound. I was so sure the serial killer would be coming back by himself. Ugh. Thank goodness you're both okay. Wow. Just no acknowledgement whatsoever for Takumi.
Hey!
What about me?
Uh,
By the way, are those guys with you? Nameless NPCs? Hello there. My name is Nozomi Kurafuji.
No!
I'm Moko Majuro, the apocalyptic maiden of destruction. Yoshika Magadori, at your service. Bow your heads, peasants. I am Kurara Osazuki, the great and powerful. I love her so much. And I'm Yagamu Omikagi, teenage assassin, hopeless romantic, and all-around nice guy. Yeah, I'm an assassin, but I'm super nice. They're neither nameless nor NPCs. They're totally trying to assert themselves as main characters. We should introduce ourselves too. That's alright. We've already heard all about you on the bus. Well, that saves us a lot of time. What are we waiting for then? Time to play some games where losers get to have their nails ripped off for shits and giggles. Wow. This sounds like my kind of fun. I'm not playing. We have a battle coming up tomorrow, not that the introductions are over. Or now that the introductions are over, we should rest up until then. So you guys are really going to fight together with us? You know it.
Huh.
It is the very reason we have come here. But why would you help us? Why do you even need to ask? It's because we all have the same ultimate goal in mind. Ultimate goal? From here on, we just protect the baby in a defense room until day 100, right? Then the missiles he's been charging up will be launched in all directions. All the invaders will be wiped out, and that'll be the end of world death. But right before, we shoot off in the escape pod to join back up with the rest of humanity on the artificial satellite. Or so we have heard from Sir Takumi. Alright, so see no reason to stay now. We make it through these 100 days, and everyone's stories end happily. We're with you all the way. The palpable excitement of the 5 members from the Second Academy stood in stark contrast to the sullen moods of those from this academy. What's the matter? They're just feeling awkward because they have no intention of joining us for tomorrow's defensive battle. Whereas you guys will be sent into the battlefield as their substitutes, even though you're new here. Wait, why aren't you joining the fight? I already explained on the way here. They do not trust Takumi's leadership. Oh, that whole time traveling thing? That's just a part of it. Gaku's murder played a bigger part. Right now, they all think Takumi did it. Excuse me, Sir Takumi is a killer? No, of course not. I didn't do it. Sir Takumi has spoken. What is your response? We already discussed this thing to death. But there's no proof yet. Proof of what? Proof of Takumi's innocence. Apprehending the real perpetrator is the best way to settle this. I'll believe you if you can do that. We went back to our rooms soon after our meeting to rest and recharge for tomorrow's defensive battle. Wouldn't it be hilarious if there was no battle tomorrow? Make him look like a liar. As I flopped down onto the bed, I found myself whispering under my breath. The real perpetrator. That's right. I have to find and catch the real culprit. That was the only way I could regain the trust of those 5 and convince them to help with the battles again. It was also the quickest way. Emo was absolutely right. And there was another good reason. I wanted to avenge Gaku. He'd never be able to rest in peace if I let the perpetrator get away. But how would I figure out who the real culprit was? Unlike Gaku, I didn't, or Kako, I didn't have a detective bone in my body. I had a lot to think about. However, the trip to and from second to last Defense Academy had depleted all my energy. I was swallowed by the darkness of sleep before I could even think about my options. Lucky number 7. Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 7th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness! Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Okay, so Takamaru, Darumi, Shoma, Kako, and Nima aren't even going to come see us all. They won't be joining the battle. Why would they show up? I don't know. They can at least cheer for us, right? Get them, guys. Go fight and risk your lives for us because we don't want to. That doesn't sound like a very morale-boosting cheer at all. Anyway, when is the enemy going to be showing up?
Huh?
Anytime now. Remember I told you in the bus yesterday about the commander's special trait? Yes, sir, Takumi. I have it all memorized. The alarm sounded immediately after he said that.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
Okay, so it is happening.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
They're here. Take the lead, Takumi.
Huh?
What? You're our leader, aren't you? Don't you have anything to say to your team before they head out into battle? Oh, right. Is everyone ready? Ready when you are. The holy Jumanji sword is always ready. She ravenously longs to spill the blood of the wicked. I'm ready. Took a whole bunch of anti-nausea pills, so I made this using my own special formula. Efficacy guaranteed. English. Listen up, Tsubasa. You'll be fine. You've got the apocalyptic maiden of destruction looking out for you now. Thanks. I trust you. Let's all work together out there. Humanity's counting on us. This isn't just for them, but for ourselves too. We fight for our future. Let's go. Alright, it's time. Stab, stab, stab! Easy enough.
Bring it on!
Moko is well balanced between offense and defense, has great solo fighting ability. Her specialist skills, special wrestling, gives her attack +1 for each attack received in the previous turn. I never really got to use her.
My turn.
2 arms! Hi-ya! Onward! Flash! I've got you!
All right, let's get started.
Just ring that bell! Boom! Tag me in! Pulverize him!
My turn.
Here we go. Take this!
Bring it on!
Oh, so she really is a tank then.
And stay down!
Let's do this!
All right, let's get started.
2 arms! Banzai! My apologies.
Ready when you are.
Which is fair.
Time for me to move.
Leave it to me!
I'm good to go. This hurts.
Leave it to me. This is my true power!
Oh, yeah. I just learned that even with that, I can go back and get
Say
AP
when.
after I'm at 0, which is pretty
I
cool,
can't wait.
because I did not know that.
How about this?
And I found out by accident.
We managed to clear out the minions.
Now we shall deal with the commander.
You mean that person over there? Wait. Who's that?
Huh? On the edge of the battlefield, watching us fight was a figure I didn't recognize. This reminds me of the Danganronpa music. That's a smidge.
Is that the commander you guys fought before?
No, that wasn't the one.
Yuriko was right. I never saw that person during the whole of my previous 100 days. I had no idea who they were, but they were not a commander I fought before, that's for sure.
Hey, look! There's someone else over there! Is that the one then?
Yes, it is.
That's the commander we faced our first day here. God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength.
Oh yeah, we can hear them now.
Bond release! The power god of order. I will run this time. I'm done running away. I have to stand and fight. You stand aside. If you don't, then in the name of order, I will strike you down.
this is new because we couldn't hear them before, so things definitely are different this playthrough. How is it I can understand them?
Little Black Riding Hood over there hasn't done anything, though.
Little Black Riding Hood?
See that black hood they're wearing? Name fits to a T.
Who is that? Why is someone I've never seen before showing up all of a sudden? Did the timeline change?
Hey, Takumi! Stop staring off into space like some plebeian and start acting like a leader, why don't you?
Yes. Right. Everyone, concentrate your attacks on the giant commander over there first.
Little Black Riding Hood can wait.
Understood.
Now then, to business. Out of my way. Time to move. Die! How unsatisfying.
Tag me in!
Let us begin.
I'll take care of this! You had this coming! I've got this!
Ready when you are. This should do it.
All right, let's get started. Right here. Time to move. I'll put this to good use.
Bring it on. This'll do the trick.
Leave it to me. This should hinder them.
A lot more health. Like, a lot more health.
All right, let's get started. Take this! Broken, so time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. Time for battle. How's this? How unsatisfying. Now then, to business. Show me your insides! It's up to you now!
I haven't seen that in a while.
Let us begin. Yeah! My apologies.
Good to go. Take that! My turn. Here we go. Ready when you are. Time to use it. I'm good to go.
This is a predicament. This is a trifle! Hiya! I can't stop now!
Time for me to move.
My turn at last. You owe me. It's my turn. Smash! Ready when you are. Watch out!
My turn. There. All right. Let's do this.
No, I can't do that. I'm gonna save that
I've got this.
for next turn.
I can't wait. Time for me to move.
What?
I'll
Are you
kill
sure?
them all. Kill the rest for me.
I mustn't submit! You've left yourself open!
Bring it on! And stay!
It can't be!
And dead.
Hold it. Tag me in! Here's what you all came to see!
Ooh.
I'm gassed out!
Let's go. That's it.
I can't stop now! Banzai! My apologies! Don't leave me behind! Yeah! I've got you!
I'm taking the wheel! Take this!
This is a trifle!
I'll take the
Go home, my
voltage
warriors!
for the death. Give me 3 AP points
The way of the
plus
samurai
voltage meter.
inevitably leads to death.
Now we can have some fun.
My turn. I've got this. One last strike.
I've got this! I've got you!
I appreciate it. Ready when you are. One last strike.
Run it again.
Take care of the rest.
Time for action! I'll help!
I owe you one.
Okay.
Let's go. Ha! Got it.
Leave it to me. All good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My turn. Take. I've got this. Yeah. Good to go. Here. I've got this. One last strike.
Beautiful.
I can't wait. Stinks, doesn't it? Stubborn, aren't they? I've still got some kills in me. I'm not going down alone. Strong enough.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm here once more!
I mean, technically he died too, but no one has to know. Let the record show he did not. Alright, this will definitely be different now.
We did it! We took down the commander! What about Little Black Riding Hood?
I looked around. The mysterious figure had disappeared at some point during the battle.
Who the heck was that anyway?
Mayhaps a passerby who was on their way to the convenience store?
How does a random passerby simply walk onto a highly secured compound like this?
Oh, on the way to the convenience store, at that.
More importantly, what should we do about the commander? He's not dead yet.
Kill him. Sabasa pointed to where Mervam lay on the ground, heavily injured but still breathing.
I think he's trying to say something.
Let me see.
Igamu knelt over the fallen commander. After a quick but surprisingly thorough examination, he spoke up again.
His vocal cords have been crushed. Someone must have hit him right in the throat.
So, he won't be able to talk then.
That's right. Even if he could, it's not like we can understand their language.
That's not true. When he first showed up, he told us his name and stuff. Remember?
Huh?
I am Mervum, the paragon of order. In the name of order, I will strike you down.
They heard him? What?
That was what I heard.
He was the one who got struck down in the end. So, back to the topic at hand. What should we do with him?
Why are we even discussing this? We kill him and take his cryptoglobin.
Huh?
To survive to day 100, we must fight and win every single battle that is to come. And for that to happen, we must keep getting stronger.
I am of the same mind.
Those two together are going to be a lot of fun.
Take him out, Takumi. Make it quick.
They were all waiting for me to make the call. I hardened my resolve and nodded slowly.
Alright, I'll finish this one. Anyone else want a piece of me?
Oh, that is great. That is great. Alright, special attack +1, voltage gain.